Time now for Insight, and you're looking at the aftermath of Tuesday's ISIL bomb attack inside the Syrian city of Homs. At least 24 people are dead. Witnesses and police say this was a coordinated attack with at least 2 separate bombs going off. The Syrian army has been fighting ISIL east of Homs, which is still under the control of President Bashar al-Assad's forces. A new round of Syrian peace talks is supposed to begin this week, but they might be unraveling even before they start.
The first priority will be the focus of the talks of what most Syrians, if not all, want to hear. The possibility of a broad ceasefire and the possibility of stopping the threat of ISIL.
The talks are supposed to seat international powers, opposition groups, and Syrian government representatives. But there is fierce debate about which members of the opposition should actually be invited. For example, Turkey threatens to boycott the talks if the Kurdish opposition is there. The United Nations says talks could last 6 months once they get underway. The impact of the war continues to ripple far beyond Syria's borders. That's especially true when it comes to airstrikes. One of the more recent developments has been Russia's role. CCTV's Nathan King has insight.
For 4 months, Russian jets have flown thousands of missions in the skies above Syria. Over the weekend, the Russian Defense Ministry says it carried out 169 sorties, bombing nearly 500 targets. Moscow says they've made a big difference.
The actions of the Russian air forces in response to the request of the Syrian government really helped to change the situation in the country and reduce the territory occupied by terrorists.
But what is a terrorist? In Syria's civil war, the answer is complicated. Moscow says it's targeting ISIL, but also al-Qaeda affiliates like the Nusra Front that are fighting the government of Bashar al-Assad. Washington and regional allies like tensions have escalated. Turkey shot down a Russian jet, and there have been several near misses too. Amid criticism, Russia denies that its airstrikes have killed civilians. What is clear is that the rebels have suffered significant setbacks in key towns. Meanwhile, Russian airstrikes have hit targets across Syria and appear to be more intense than US-led coalition strikes against ISIL-held areas. Russian actions appear to have helped civilians too. Humanitarian aid dropped over one town in mid-January gave relief to 250,000 people who've been surrounded by ISIL forces for months. Russian involvement may also have helped pave the way for potential peace talks, with Moscow and Washington both attacking from the skies above Syria. Pressure to end the 5-year stalemate between anti-Assad and pro-government forces is growing, though peace talks slated to start this week are facing delays. Russia has traditionally close ties to Syria. Its only Mediterranean base is based at Tartus, Syria's second largest port. An economic and diplomatic tie by global consensus will be key in bringing an end to the long-running civil war. Nathan King, CCTV, Washington.